the old slaves out the barren south.
Ooh, now we get into the part where I had a hard time believing.
Just because my body decided to take a nap when I decided I should have been wide awake.
Yeah, because I don't understand how you had the courage to attempt to do all the things that you did, knowing that you might fall asleep.
First of all, it wasn't courage. It was faith.
Faith?
Yes, it was faith. And you move by faith. And I had these dreams. Yeah, I had these reoccurring dreams. Just something that ward me off danger. Something like the Sixth Sense.
Really?
Yeah, one of my reoccurring dreams was about this line. Yeah, and I was on one side of the line, and white ladies was on the other side of the line. I thought it was more a nightmare than a dream.
Why do you say that?
Because I ain't never seen no nice misses. No, that's why I like working outdoors. No misses. No misses. And you know, I even had my own ox and a wagon. Yeah, and Master would let me hire myself out. He even let me keep having the money. Now that wasn't bad for old slaves.
I
know. Get back to them dreams. Yes, I had these dreams, and if it hadn't been for them dreams, I don't think I would have ever been able to trust them white ladies.
That is true. But what about a man? Did you have one?
You sure get excited when it comes to them men things.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right, baby. Yeah, I had a man. Yeah, I got married when I was about 24 to a man named John Tubman.
Did you have any children?
No.
No?
Didn't have any. That was all right, because old Master would have did nothing but sold them off and made them slaves and work in the fields. I was glad I didn't have no children.
I read that your husband was free.
He was free, but Master still owned me. The only reason why I was allowed to stay with my husband is because old Master wanted some little slaves. But after 5 years of trying and no little slaves, old Master said that he was going to send me down to the south, down there with my brothers. And then that's when I decided to run. I told my husband that I was going to run. Him just laughed. When it's not, how you gonna know which way is north? What you gonna eat? If you talk about leaving anymore, I'm gonna tell your master. Child, I tell you, that man was mentally disturbed. Oh yes, but I was just the opposite. I was free in mind, and my body was in bondage.
So he was an Uncle Tom, huh?
Uncle who?
An Uncle Tom. That's what we call sellouts. What did you call people like him?
Oh, baby. We had over 300 years of brainwashing. Oh, no, I didn't call him nothing but brainwasher. He didn't know no better.
So what was the difference between you and him?
The difference between me and him? Well, the difference between me and him is that my parents was born in Africa. Yes, and they didn't have generations of slavery and brainwashing to pass down to us. Even though they brought us over here on that ship. Oh, yes, it was so many of them. But they didn't have that. So, but you know, I didn't get sold as a child. Oh, I guess you could say God had his hands on me. Oh, yes, it was like a pillar of cloud on me. Oh, yes, but when I decided to leave, when I finally decided to run, I said I wasn't going to tell nobody but my brother.
So you and your brother escaped?
No. When it came time to leave to Egypt, to the promised land, he got scared and he didn't want to go.
Oh, so you felt like the Jews in the Bible.
Well, the only difference between them is that they was in Africa and we was in America.
I never thought about Egypt being in Africa.
Oh, they didn't tell you that in the history books, did they?
No.
So that's something you're going to have to learn by yourself. Well, but I like the stories my father would tell me. I was a good girl. He said, Harriet, that's the way to freedom. Follow the drinking gold. Follow the drinking gold. For an old man is coming to take you to freedom. Follow the drinking gold. Child, I followed that star. I studied that star many nights and many days, like the stories my daddy used to tell me, because he was from Africa. And I prayed to the Lord one day, Jesus, I'll follow the star. Anyways, when I run out of food and I got low on money, God led me to these white ladies' house. Really? Oh, yes. Yeah, I went up to the door and I knocked on the door and they hit me a roof. At first I thought I needed a job. But then they told me later that they did that to throw off the white man to see me coming to the house. Oh. Yeah, see, it was called an abolition.
What's that?
Abolitionists were some people that was trying to help abolish slavery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the white ladies gave me directions to another safe house and two names. And when I got there, they gave me names to another safe house. And then when I got there, they put me in a wagon. And they covered me up with flowers. And they took me to another safe house. And there, I got the names of people that would help me cross that line to freedom.
How did you trust all those white people?
Oh, baby, like I said, it wasn't me, it was the Lord. See, it was some dreams. Them dreams were like visions. Oh, yes. Anyways, I walk by night. Oh, yes. And then I hide in the daytime. And I go to the safe houses for cover. Oh, yes. And then on the eighth day, I hitched a ride with this white couple. Yeah. They took me to Philadelphia.
And you made that journey by faith?
Yes. By faith.
In Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7, it says, we walk by faith.
Yeah.
And in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 7. It says, without faith, it is impossible. For he who comes to God must believe that he is a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. If I have ears, let them hear.
So what happened when you got to Philly?
When I got where?
Philly. Oh, that's a slang word for Philadelphia. Ooh, like when people say the word nigga instead of nigger.
Ooh!
What?
Oh, Lord! then my family should be free also. And I would pray to the Lord that he would help me guide them to freedom. Oh, I was so blessed, baby. And I just wanted to pass my blessings on. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my trouble. No, 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 no. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Glory, hallelujah. Sometimes